Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good morning, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're all having a great start to your Wednesday. Periwinkle Fog, the boutique on Ottawa Avenue here in Grand Rapids, is partnering with the National Crayon Recycling Program to help get over 500,000 broken and unwanted crayons out of landfills across the country this year. And to talk a little bit more about that partnership between the two, we are now being joined by Lisa Raddick and Susan Coombs, the co-owners of Periwinkle Fog. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on the live desk today.
Delighted to be here, Phil. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, definitely pleasure's all mine, but let's just get straight into it. You know, we touched on a little bit about some of the stats that go along with this program. We got some information from the National Crayon Recycling Program that over 500,000 of these drawing utensils get thrown out, tossed into landfills every single year, about 75,000 pounds of them, and it could take up to 500 years for them to biodegrade in those landfills. So this program is designed really to get them out of there and turned into something a little bit more promising, something more valuable and useful in everyday life. But I just kind of want to touch on the problem and how big of a problem this is. How big of a problem do you two see this?
I was astounded when I first researched art supplies for our store. I came across crazy crayons, these crayons made from recycled crayons, and the National Crayon Recycling Program. And the sheer numbers astounded me. 500,000 crayons a year. And I think about, for instance, restaurants that hand out crayons and placemats for their younger patrons to use, and how many of those are across the nation. And these things just get thrown away, and they end up this waxy, lumpy mess inside a landfill somewhere. So it's probably bigger than I ever thought about. I just didn't think that crayons needed to be recycled. I'm thinking they're wax, they're natural, it's a natural product, but apparently crayon wax isn't. It's a petroleum-based paraffin wax that doesn't biodegrade. So yeah, I think it's much more prevalent than anybody realizes or even thinks about.
Yeah, we didn't realize until talking to a lot of customers who came in, and when they purchased the crayons, we'd let them know about the company, the brand, and what they do. They recycle these crayons, and they themselves, these customers were telling us, well, we never thought about that either, and we were actually just tossing them out when we were finished with them. So I think we don't think about it, and it's a huge problem.
Right. No, like you said, I think it's what Susan was mentioning. You didn't really think that they could take this long to biodegrade. You never really assume it. You just toss them when you don't want them anymore. So that's kind of what this program is really about. And it sounds amazing. Like you said, you two were researching the crazy crayons, which are the products that the program does design, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But is that sort of what led you to wanting to partner with the National Recycling Program? How did that all come about?
I think it was because of crazy crayons. Like I said, we were researching art supplies for our store. We wanted something sustainable. And I looked at these and thought, they're recycled. The packaging has been made from recycled materials and is recyclable. The crazy crayons themselves can be re-recycled. So we thought, this is great. They are so fun. They come in all these great shapes. The colors are vibrant. And then when we saw that they supported the National Crayon Recycling Program, we just had to have them in the store. And thinking this year, what could we do for Earth Month and Earth Day that suits a small shop like ours? And we thought, well, this is something we can do. We can have people come and drop off their crayons in our recycle bucket, and at the end of the month, box them up and send them off to Arizona to the recycling center.
Mm-hmm. Right, and let's touch a little bit on how that process works. Lisa, if you wouldn't mind maybe taking this one. There is a drop box at Periwinkle Fog, correct, where people can dispose of them. Then what happens? It gets sent off to the program, turned into crazy crayons, but that sort of leaves a lot up to the imagination of what exactly goes into this process.
Well, we do have our bucket here. People bring them in, put them into the bucket, and yes, it's up to us to package it and send it off to the company themselves, and from there they recycle it, and we get notification from them about the process, and how, I think on their website as well, they'll have the process of what they do with the crayons themselves.
Yeah, we don't have to sort them or anything or peel the paper off. We just literally dump them we use the flat rate boxes from the post office, and we like to fill those up, send them off. They sort them, clean them, and then recycle them into, obviously sort them into the various colors, clean them and sanitize them, and then turn them into new crayons.
Right, no, and it probably makes the process a whole lot easier on your end when really all you do have to do is just ship them on out and they take care of the rest. Turn them into these crazy crayons, and that's kind of what I kind of want to get into a little bit. You mentioned it briefly, what they are. They're, of course, the recycled crayons all turned into new items that can be used for many different things, lots of art styles. They come in a variety of different shapes, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and so kind of just talk about, was that appeal that you have to that, you started selling it in your store before you even found out about the national program?
Yeah, it was kind of in the back of our mind, but the shapes were so appealing, we thought, and they're very affordable. We thought these are going to appeal to children, but also to the relatives who gift things to children. So we've got stars and dinosaurs, trucks, flowers, little safari animals. So things that definitely have kid appeal. And the colors are just so vibrant and fun. So we thought these would be a great addition, and they're packaged so beautifully.
Yeah, I think it's the packaging that catches people's eyes, and then they want to know more about the product itself and how we came to get it into the store. So just something fun and easy, and we sold a lot of it through the holiday time because crayons are just a great little gift to give.
Right, absolutely. And I guess, sort of wrapping up, ladies, what is the goal for Periwinkle Fog and you two specifically in joining this program? Obviously, it's great to get these crayons out of landfills, but is there maybe a bigger goal, or what would you maybe consider this mission to be a success?
Well, we'd like to fill at least 2 medium flat rate boxes by the end of the month, post office boxes, and we'll weigh them and see how many pounds we have collected. But we would love to partner with, say, Grand Rapids Public Schools at some point to help them collect these things and have a crayon recycle program within their organization so that we can continue this on a year-round basis.
We also have talked to a couple of restaurants currently, so we would like to expand on that and within the downtown community here, partner with some more restaurants that offer crayons for, as Susan said, their smaller patrons,
younger patrons,
younger patrons, and do this sort of like a year-round thing. But for now, this is sort of a stepping off point for us to get ourselves involved with the community down here and see where this goes for us.
All right, fantastic stuff. And again, everybody, if you're looking to get rid of those broken, unwanted crayons, you can drop them off and make them a part of the National Crayon Recycling Program down at Periwinkle Fog on Ottawa Avenue Southwest here in Grand Rapids. Lisa, Susan, thank you so much for joining us on Live Desk today. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Phil.
Thanks.
Of course. And I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm Phil Penarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.